I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, and with all that I am, I honor you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love. I honor you.
Jennifer Williams just can't seem to catch a break. For a moment, it looked like her life was finally settling down, but out of nowhere, everything exploded again on the internet. Just minutes ago, a shocking photo was leaked by an anonymous source, and it's all anyone can talk about. The photo shows Jennifer's husband, Christian Gold, getting extremely close to a woman who clearly isn't Jennifer. And when we say close, we mean close enough to make people uncomfortable. The pose wasn't just friendly, it looked romantic. It didn't take long for social media to catch fire. Fans were stunned, confused, and heartbroken for Jennifer. She's been through so much already, and this felt like another painful blow.
I am officially Mrs. Gold. I'm super excited. I am ready for this next chapter. Yeah!
What made it even worse was the caption that came with the photo. It simply said, "Don't say anything." The picture says everything. And honestly, it did. The photo had a kind of energy you can't deny. Christian wasn't just standing beside the woman, he was holding her, like there was something more between them. People instantly began asking questions. Who is she? Where was this taken? Did Jennifer already know? And here's where it takes an even more dramatic turn. Some fans think the mystery woman might be a cast member from Basketball Wives. Yes, the same show where Jennifer first made her name. If that's true, it's not just cheating, it's betrayal on a whole new level. Betrayal from someone Jennifer may have once called a friend.
First of all, nothing I do is because of Evelyn. Let's make that very clear. Christian and I always were getting married in Vegas, and based off of what happened leading up to our marriage, we cannot do it when we wanted to do it. Like, why not do it now?
Let's rewind a bit. Christian Gold wasn't just a fling. He was supposed to be Jennifer's fresh start after years of heartbreak and failed relationships. They tied the knot in a lavish wedding in Paris in September 2024. Everything looked like a fairy tale until reality hit hard. Just days before the wedding, Christian was arrested for breaking probation. The charge stemmed from a past case of false imprisonment. Shocked? So were a lot of people. But Jennifer still chose to move forward with the wedding. The judge allowed Christian to attend the ceremony, but afterward, he had to return to jail to finish his sentence. Even though Christian disappeared from the public eye, Jennifer stood by him. She didn't talk much about it, and fans assumed things were fine until that photo came out. It raised even more red flags when people remembered that none of Jennifer's Basketball Wives co-stars attended her wedding.
What's up, baby?
Hi. How you feeling?
I'm okay. You are ready to go knock this out? Get it over with?
Christian was sentenced to 15 days jail time, but the judge ultimately allowed Christian to travel to Paris for our wedding. But he had to serve 2 days prior. Now we're back from Paris, and Christian has to serve another 13 days.
At the time, it seemed like a scheduling issue, but now fans are starting to wonder, did they know something Jennifer didn't? Sources close to Jennifer have hinted that her friends never liked Christian. There was always something off about him, even during filming. But nobody said anything publicly. Now the silence is being reinterpreted as quiet concern. Some fans even believe the woman in the photo looks like someone Jennifer knows, possibly someone who had been around during events leading up to the wedding. The betrayal wouldn't just be Christian's, it could be from inside Jennifer's own circle. This isn't the first time Jennifer's been through heartbreak, and fans haven't forgotten. They remember how her marriage to NBA player Eric Williams crumbled in front of the cameras. The cold arguments, the rumors of cheating, and of course, the unforgettable moment when Eric threw a drink in her face.
I'm like, girl, we don't have no secrets.
Right.
And why are you so invested and concerned? Because I'm actually not your friend. So, you know, I read her rights.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna let nobody talk bad about you. Like, never. When people are just so invested in other people, you are deflecting from some that's going on in your real life.
miserable people try to bring happy people down to their level.
Yeah, and want to bring you misery.
They want company.
Yeah.
I'm not here to keep them company.
That moment became iconic and heartbreaking in reality TV history. After the divorce, fans hoped Jennifer would find peace. But peace didn't come. She later dated Tim Norman, a businessman who at first seemed like a stable partner. Things got ugly again. Their relationship ended with restraining orders and accusations. Then came the shocking twist: Tim Norman was arrested and eventually found guilty in a horrifying murder-for-hire plot involving his own nephew. That connection alone left people speechless. Jennifer's name was now attached to yet another scandal, even though she had no part in it. That's why people had high hopes when she married Christian Gold. He appeared calm, well-spoken, and respectful. Even with his past legal issues, Jennifer still believed in him. Some people waved red flags, but she saw love. Sadly, now it looks like her trust may have been misplaced again. Social media erupted. One fan tweeted, "Jennifer deserves better. She gives her heart to men who don't know how to value it." Another said, "I thought Christian was different. Turns out, he might just be the same mistake in a different suit." Rumors began swirling. Some fans dug into Christian's past and suggested this wasn't the first time he's been unfaithful. Allegedly, other women had been messaging him even while he was with Jennifer. One claimed to have late-night texts as proof. While none of this is confirmed, the whispers are growing louder. Jennifer has stayed quiet, which only fuels the speculation. Is she ignoring it? Is she investigating? Or is she just trying to process the shock before speaking? Insiders say she had already started noticing something off: missed calls, delayed replies, and work trips that didn't make sense. She may have been silently putting the pieces together before this photo even dropped. Even Evelyn Lozada, Jennifer's longtime friend, seemed to hint at trouble with a cryptic post shortly after the Paris wedding. Sometimes not saying anything is the loudest sign. At the time, it didn't mean much. Now it sounds like a warning. Some fans think maybe the photo was old or taken out of context. But others say, no way. You don't hold someone like that unless there's more to the story. Christian hasn't addressed the photo at all, and that silence has been deafening. If it wasn't what it looked like, he'd be clearing his name right now, one commenter wrote. As fans examine every detail, one name keeps popping up: a lesser-known Basketball Wives cast member who has been in the background but close enough to the action. Her body type, hairstyle, and even her outfit match the woman in the photo. Now fans aren't just curious, they're angry. They feel like Jennifer has been betrayed not just by her husband, but possibly by someone she trusted as a friend. There were already rumors that Jennifer's wedding was filled with tension. Some friends even backed out of attending last minute. The pictures looked perfect, but those close to her knew something was wrong. And now everything makes sense. Old clips of Jennifer resurfaced, especially one where she emotionally said, "I just want a man who protects my heart, not plays with it." Fans were devastated. It felt like watching someone walk into heartbreak all over again. Still, Jennifer hasn't said a word, but her social media says plenty. She's been liking posts about healing, self-worth, and letting go of betrayal. One quote she liked said, "A woman becomes dangerous when she heals without closure." Another read, "Sometimes silence is louder than betrayal." Fans think Jennifer is processing everything the only way she knows how, with quiet strength. She's been through this before, and she knows how to survive. But the pain is real. This moment may be one of her hardest yet. If true, this betrayal isn't just another tabloid headline. It's a painful reminder that sometimes the people closest to us can be the ones who hurt us the most. Jennifer Williams deserves peace, love, and honesty, and fans everywhere are hoping she finally finds it. Until then, the internet will keep watching, speculating, and standing with Jennifer as she once again tries to rise from the ashes of another broken promise. Some people thought Jennifer was just taking time before making a statement. And when she finally spoke, it was going to shake everything up. But this situation felt different. This wasn't just another breakup. This time, she was married. This was supposed to be her fresh start, her forever. She had stood in front of the world, promised herself to someone, and believed she was finally in a place where love would feel safe. And yet, here we are less than a year later and her silence is louder than ever. The way she carried herself recently said more than any post could. In one photo, she was seen walking alone, wearing dark shades, no smile, and holding her phone tight like it was the only thing holding her together. And that image? It hit fans hard. "Jennifer always looks so strong," one person wrote, "but I saw the sadness in her shoulders." Another said, "Please not again. She deserves peace this time." People weren't just sad. They were upset. Not just about the cheating rumors, but about how Jennifer always seemed to give her all and still ended up broken. It wasn't about a random woman in a blurry picture. It was about watching someone they had rooted for, prayed for, finally seem happy only to watch the rug get pulled out from under her again. Social media turned into a full-blown support group. Fans filled her DMs with love, prayers, and encouragement. They didn't need an official statement to know Jennifer was hurting. Her absence, her quiet, and her energy all said enough. But the biggest twist came when someone from the Basketball Wives crew leaked a private conversation. A cast member allegedly said Jennifer had already been talking about leaving Christian before the photo came out. That she was torn, unsure, and had been thinking about it for weeks. And that changed everything. People started wondering, was the photo just the final straw? Was she already done before the world even knew something was wrong? Or maybe she was waiting for a reason, something undeniable, to let go and not look back. The reactions were mixed. Some fans said, "That's it. She needs to walk away. No more pain." They reminded her of her past, how many chances she had given the wrong men. One fan tweeted, "Stop falling in love with potential. Start protecting your soul." It wasn't judgment. It was love disguised as truth. Others felt torn. They said they wanted the full story. They needed to hear Christian's side. Maybe the photo wasn't what it looked like. Maybe social media had blown it out of proportion. But even those fans still said Jennifer's peace should come first above any storyline, any marriage, or any public opinion. Meanwhile, Christian stayed silent. Not a post. Not a message. Not a word. And that made things worse. Because the man who had once promised Jennifer love, protection, and loyalty couldn't even defend her name when it mattered most. Fans started tagging him in comments. "Say something. Why are you quiet when your wife is being dragged? If you love her, prove it." But he didn't say a thing. And honestly, that silence said everything. Jennifer has been through things most people wouldn't survive. A messy public divorce. A relationship tied to legal drama. A reputation that's been dragged and rebuilt over and over again. And somehow, she's still standing. But now, the question is, how much more can she take? This time feels different because the heartbreak isn't just public, it's personal. That wedding in Paris was supposed to mark a new beginning. A new chapter. Fans cried happy tears when she shared those first pictures, smiling in her dress, believing in love again. So seeing her go through this again, it broke people's hearts. Because it wasn't just about romance. It was about trust. Healing. Starting over. And now it feels like she's back at square one. But if there's one thing we've learned about Jennifer Williams, it's that she's a fighter. She doesn't crumble. She rises. Again and again. And maybe that's what she's doing now. Some insiders say she's working on a new project, something solo. A chance to speak her truth, on her terms. Whether it's a podcast, a book, or even a documentary, people are ready to listen. Ready to support her without the noise, the edits, or the fake TV drama. Because Jennifer's story matters. Not because she's famous, but because so many people relate to her. They've loved people who didn't love them back. They've given their all, only to be left empty. They've believed in new beginnings, only to be met with old pain. So when they see Jennifer still standing, still showing up, still walking through the storm with her head high, it gives them hope. And maybe that's the message she's sending now without even saying a word. You don't have to fall apart when things fall apart. You can still protect your peace, even when your heart is hurting. Jennifer might still be deciding what her next step is. Maybe she'll stay quiet. Maybe she'll speak out. Maybe she'll walk away, or maybe she'll stay and fight for her marriage. But whatever she chooses, fans are ready to stand behind her. Not because she's perfect, but because she's real. And right now, being real is the most powerful thing she can be. So here we are, watching, waiting, hoping she chooses herself this time. That she doesn't just survive this moment but grows from it. That she finally finds peace, not just in love, but within herself. Because Jennifer Williams isn't just a reality star. She's a woman who's been hurt and healed, broken and rebuilt. And if anyone deserves a happy ending, it's her. And we're going to be right here, cheering her on, no matter what she decides to do next. If you liked this breakdown, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a story. Celeb Nova will have it all covered for you. See y'all in the next video. This is Celeb Nova, where the drama ends and the truth begins.